I don't know, when you grew up and how you grew up, but I know that most of us, if not all of us, once or twice during our youth felt like kings and queens of our surroundings. You follow me? Hope so. Welcome to the second video of a series of hopefully a couple of more where I talk about my project, Boring and Mundane. So, hi, my name is Jörgen, and in this video I'll be talking about deserted empty streets and empty malls and what it was like, kind of, for me to grow up. I am born in the 70s, 1976 to be precise, and I grew up in the shimmering neon lights of the 80s. At least that's what it feels like now. I don't believe we had any neon lights actually where I grew up. Not sure about that, but we might have had one store that had neon lights. Anyway, during my youth, that was a time when me and my friends were the king and queens of our lives. We ruled the mall, we ruled the arcade, and we absolutely adored the video store, renting movies and Nintendo games and whatever. We roamed the streets with 80s metal music in our headphones connected to Walkmans, loaded with great music on cassette tapes. Well, not everybody actually. I had one friend who recorded Samantha Fox's Touch Me on a 90-minute tape. So he had it on loop for 90 minutes constantly in his Walkman. But everybody else listened to 80s metal music. And during this time, we wore shades because we thought our future was so bright. And we tried to live in the now as much as we could, because we knew that we had a bright future that we didn't have to stress to get to. And I remember these streets where I grew up in the northern Sweden in a town called Kalix. Up here I hopefully get it, or there, I think I put it there. A map, a picture. And these streets of this small town used to be full of people. The local department stores were buzzing with life, and people in general were being nice, friendly, helpful, not stressed like today. There was a certain blanket of calmness over us back then. Today, about 40 years later, the department stores are still there, but they're not buzzing with life anymore. And it feels like, to use a metaphor, these department stores are like balloons without air. They used to be full of air, but now they are empty shells of what they used to be. And most of them has turned into some kind of dollar store shops. And there's no glow in people's eyes anymore. Either people walking around like zombies, or people are running around like crazy fools, not knowing where to go, what to do, where to be. And I personally feel like the hope of this bright future we had as 80s kids didn't come. And they're gone with the winds of yesteryears. And I'm trying to show that in these photographs I'm going to show you in the end of this video. And I used to talk about this a lot with my father before he passed away 5 years ago. And he and my mother grew up right after the World War II. They were born in the mid-30s. And during that time, Sweden was a prosperous country. Our industry was booming, and I think we had an unemployment rate at 1 or 2%. And when he passed away at the age of 83, he had lived through these good times and slowly seen a decline in society, where people went from super happy to not so happy anymore. And I think that saddened him a bit. And that has also influenced these photographs. And I'm sure that these times today are not what we imagine them to be. Being kids, growing up, with the future so bright, we had to wear these shades. Once we were kings and queens, the rulers of our world. The future, brighter than the sun, lived in the now, in the here and the now. We roamed the streets, rulers of the mall, lived in the arcade, and visited other worlds in the cinema. Once, we did it all for one last time. Now, a fading memory, a drop of water in the ocean of nostalgia. Thank you very much for watching this video. How do you feel about how your world turned out to be? Was it what you imagined, or did it become something else? Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.